I was raised on unfinished sentences, doors that close before they'd land, silence thicker than the oxygen, learning how to understand. Every room had a temperature you could feel before a word. Love was there, but it was fractured, more in action than it was heard. I memorized the way it felt to shrink before the storm. Call it peace, call it quiet, call it keeping warm. There's salt in my blood, I can taste where I came from. Every wave got a name that I never outran. I was built from the break and the almost and undone. Now I'm standing here trying to understand. If I carry it, does it carry me? If I break it, do I set it free? I was raised on unfinished sentences, doors that closed before they'd land, silence thicker than the oxygen, learning how to understand. Every room had a temperature you could feel before a word. Love was there, but it was fractured, more in action than it was heard. I memorized the way it felt to shrink before the storm. Call it peace, call it quiet, call it keeping warm. There's salt in my blood, I can taste where I came from. Every wave got a name that I never outran. I was built from the break and the almost and undone. Now I'm standing here trying to understand. If I carry it, does it carry me? If I break it, do I set it free? I see it now. There's a version of me on the bathroom tile, cold cheek, counting seconds in denial, saying just this once like a lullaby, while the truth stands still in the corner, quiet. Like too bright for the state I'm in, heartbeat loud like it's closing in. Every choice like a loaded coin, and I already know which side I'm on. I know this pattern like a prayer, hands shaking but I still go there. Say I'm fine, say I'm in control, while I'm losing pieces I can't hold. I'm in myself on the floor again, same place, different skin. Every promise bending thin, but I can't pretend I don't see it now. I see it now. I see it. looks exactly like before. I trace the cracks along the ceiling like they're mapping on my mind. Every line a quiet warning that I keep choosing not to find. There's no one left to take the blame. No different room, no different name. It follows me because it's mine. And I've been crossing every line. I met myself on the floor again, but something in me didn't bend. There's a voice beneath the noise saying I still have a choice. Isn't chaos, it's repetition. Wearing different faces, same condition. I've been here enough to know this isn't where I have to go. Every second feels like a decision. Every breath a line I'm given. I can't stay here, no, not still, or stand up against my will. I met myself on the floor again, but I am not who I've been. Every fracture, every fall didn't get the best of me at all. I see it clear through every lie. This is where I choose to rise. Not tomorrow, not somehow. If I see it, I change it now. Cold tile, but I'm not staying. Same place, but I'm not breaking. You don't have to scream to be loud. Some truths sit heavy without a sound. Fluorescent light, no shadows to hide. Nowhere left for me to divide. Every version I tried to be starts dissolving in front of me. No distraction, no disguise, just the weight of my own eyes. I've been bending what I see to protect what's breaking me, but the line is wearing thin, and I feel it caving in. The mirror doesn't lie like memory, doesn't soften what I've been. It just shows me where I'm standing and dares me to begin. I've rehearsed 1,000 exits, ways to leave before the fall. But every path I tried escaping led me right back through it all. It's not louder, just clearer now. Every flaw I allowed. Not a villain, not a ghost, just a version. I got close, I can feel it in my chest. This resistance to confess. If I say it, it's alive. If I face it, I survive. The mirror doesn't lie like memory, doesn't blur the sharper lines. It reflects the quiet damage and the strength I try to hide. Say it, don't look away. If I stay here, I disappear. If I move, I face the fear. There's no version of me left that survives another step back into denial. Every breath feels like a line between who I was and who I'm trying to become, without the weight of every choice I didn't face. The mirror doesn't lie, I know it now. No more turning, no more doubt. I see the truth in full dimension, and I'm done with my reflection being something I escape. I won't look away again. Just stand here. Just stay here. I see myself now. I see myself now. Unlearn, unlearn. You didn't teach me how to break. You taught me how to hold it in, how to carry what you couldn't say, and call that strength instead of sin. Every silence had a meaning, every glance I learned to read. Love was there but always guarded, like it had conditions I couldn't see. I learned early not to ask, not to push, not to react. Keep it quiet, keep it safe, even when it suffocates. I was raised inside a quiet storm, where nothing said could still do harm. Now I'm standing in the aftermath, trying to unlearn what I thought would last. Unlearn. Clearer now than then, but understanding doesn't undo the shape it left me living in. I still flinch at certain moments, still go quiet when I should speak, still mistake the weight of distance for the kind of love I keep. It's not anger, it's just truth. There's a difference I can prove. I can hold it without blame and still refuse to couldn't mend. No more silence I inherit. No more weight I don't deserve. I forgive you, and I let it go. I forgive you, and I let it go. Tiny hands, wide open trust, looking at me like I'm enough, like I don't fracture, like I don't fall, like I'm the safest place of all. They don't see the weight I carry, or the battles in my head. They just reach for me so certain, like I'll catch them where I stand. And it hits me all at once, what I am is what they learn. Every silence, every choice, every bridge I leave to burn. I see myself through smaller eyes, and suddenly I recognize the weight of every step I take is more than mine to break, more than mine, more than There's a moment in the quiet when I almost look away, when the pull feels just familiar, like it's easier to stay. But I see their faces in it, and the echo of my choice, and I hear what isn't spoken in the absence of my voice. This is bigger than a phase, this is more than just escape. Every second that I fold writes a story they will hold. I see myself through smaller eyes, and I can't ignore the lines between the woman that I am and the one I need to stand up, stay here, don't disappear. Just a wave, it doesn't mean I have to cave. I can feel it, let it pass. I don't have to make it last. I see myself through smaller eyes. again. I'm still here, I'm still standing. They don't need perfection, just a version of me that stays. This is not a moment, it's a practice. Not a switch, it's daily action. Every thought I don't react to is a step I didn't backtrack to. There's no finish line to cross, just a series of small holds. Every time I choose to stay is a victory no one knows. No applause, no warning sign, just the weight of holding line in the quiet, in the space where I meet myself face to face. Hold the line even when it shakes, even when the old voice wakes. I am not what I escape, I am what I choose to face. Hold the line, the line. There's a space between the feeling and the choice I get to make. Where I used to move without it, now I pause, I let it break. It still calls me, still familiar, like a road I used to know. But I don't have to keep driving just because it leads me home. This is slower than I thought, every inch of ground is fought, but I feel it in my chest, I am stronger than the rest. Hold the line, I feel it bend, but it doesn't have to end. Every second that I stay is another step away. This is where either breaks or becomes the path I take. Every urge I let pass through builds a different version of truth. No more waiting for a sign, no more crossing every line. I don't need to feel okay to decide I'm here to stay. Hold the line, I'll stand my ground, even when it's breaking down. I don't run, I don't erase, I stay present, I stay in place. I am not what pulled me under, I am not the past I've known. I am every quiet moment that I chose to stand alone. Still here, still holding. still feel it pull sometimes. That quiet current in my spine, not as strong but still enough to remind me what it was. There are moments it gets close, like a shadow I outgrew, not erased but understood as something I walk through. I don't fight it like before, I don't run from it anymore. I just let it pass me by, like a tide that learned to rise. I decide who I become, not the past I'm running from. Every wave I didn't drown built the ground I'm standing on, standing on. I've changed the path I'm on. Every scar has shaped the ground that I'm still standing strong upon. There was a time I couldn't see anything beyond the pole. Now I stand with open eyes, knowing I was always full. Not broken, just every line I didn't cross, every time I chose myself over what I almost lost. I decide who I become, and I've already begun. Every wave that tried to take me couldn't break what it was shaping. I am standing in the after of everything I face, not untouched, not unmarked, but unafraid. There's salt in my blood, but it doesn't own